Hi there, Hassan Mike Paris here. This is a quick walkthrough video. What you need to do before next week. Especially our class is scheduled on Monday, and today is a Labor Day, as you can see, and there is no actual classes yet. We don't want to fall behind because if we start 1 week late, then we're going to be short on our project, which is we don't want to. Okay, so just gonna walk you through this a bit really quick. See what's going on. So this is your course shell is available now, so you should be able to see that. Click on it and it will take you there. So this is a little bit of welcome message that I left you guys. If you want to get to know me, this is a link so you can take a look. And this is the code for our Microsoft team. So if you haven't done that already, uh, download the Microsoft team. This is like the off campus or basically communication tools to help us communicate better and help you reach me easier beside email. So this one doesn't really, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so here I have the Microsoft team. If you don't have the Microsoft team, install it. And it's really helpful, especially while you studying in Seneca. Everybody using this for meetings, for what do you call it, office hours and stuff like that. You can always reach out. I have this app linked to my phone, so if something urgent, you can text me there. I love this. Here we go. So they asked for the security. Just give me a second. Let me just set that. Here we go. Done. And here's the Microsoft team. So this code is for your own class only. You can add it up. You can communicate with your classes. You join a team and just put that code here. It says we ran into the problem reconnecting. Let's refresh. There we go. So you put the code here and you are in that. So this is the code right here. Hopefully that is clear for you guys. You can email me, like I wrote, this is my email, so you can find me there. Okay, so beside that, let me go to the student view to see what you guys seen. There we go. So this is what you guys see. So we have this announcement that there's no basically class today, and you have to do self-study. I'm gonna walk you through it. And also, this is the welcome message. This is a time in Eastern time. Here is where is the college located. If you're international, you can always use that to make sure you have the right time. We have quizzes, we have assignments. They're all in the Eastern time zone. So this is tells you what's going on exactly. There's a bunch of good information. I encourage you guys to read it. This is for connectivity notes and troubleshooting. This is the activity marks, basically rubric, how I'm gonna mark it. Note that we have activity every week. We're gonna talk about it first time we meet, but this is that. This is where your class happens. Next week, Monday, you're gonna use this link. This is the time, right? Click on it and join the class accordingly. So you're gonna basically launch it. I think I have now. Here we go. So you join the session. Here, just a little bit of walkthrough, nothing special here, right? Course document is what you see. So this is our first week that we missed. Everything is here. So there's a zip file you download. There's an HTML file, hello world, and there's just Marxism there. And this is the PowerPoint we usually go through in the class, and I'll talk about it. This week is nothing much to it. You can just study that, read it. I'm gonna have a quiz about these things every week. The goal of this week is just basically we have weekly quizzes and activities though, right? And for this course, we take 8 of the best quizzes and also your activities. So if you miss a quiz, that's fine, or 2, doesn't affect your mark. I'm gonna quickly go through this next week in the morning, but for the study material, so this is like about the course. I'm gonna go through it, but we're gonna talk about final project. This is your breakdown of what's happening though. So we take 8 quizzes out of 10 for your final marks, and 9 quizzes out of 11 for your activity. So if you miss one, if you miss this one even for the next week, that's fine. We have ICT news that you present the news in the class. It's optional 4%. We're gonna figure it out, and then we have final project 20%. As you can see, the good news is we don't have any midterm or final. It's just doing something every week. That is the aim of this course, and we learn what's going on out there in the ICT field. So that's the idea, right? Then I want you guys to basically read these. This is self-study. See what's going on here. This week is a bit of a history there. Most of you do know that, what CPU is, what RAM is, what is different things like CDs and hard disk drive, solid state. There's a lot of good part notes also on the bottom. Just read them, see what's going on as we speak. There's lots of good old hard disk, floppy disk. Some of you maybe heard about that. If you're young enough, you never heard of it. But these are the good information, and it's talk about the path of how to find things properly, right? As a first year student in ICT or the fields that we studying, we want to make sure. That's one of the things my prof never taught me though, was how to set things properly. Like most of you open a new folder, you just go here, right click new folders, and just hey boom, just put some random things in there. I used to do that, right? Now, this is not good. Organization is everything, especially in the vast kind of workload that you may do in the future, right? So the folders, subfolders, those are the things you might know or you don't. Just read that. Unfortunately, this week I want you to do self-study, and I talked about naming and how to name things properly, right? The main activity this week is set the Visual Studio. Most of you did so because the other course is using this IDE to code in C or C++ or whatever you need it. This is just basically walk through how to do that and how to set it up. So your first activity, so your job would be by next week to read this, and I'm gonna have like a tiny little quiz about it. So whoever read that get the reward for it. And then also we have an activity which where is it? Here we go. Which is in this folder. Basically, there is a bunch of videos. So you see this video. It's Professor Andrei Sajenjuk actually walk you through what you need to be done. So it's a step by step to help you set this up. There is a zip file here. I'm gonna download it right there. You can see there's a bunch of files to go with. This is a Visual Studio command line. Alright, sorry, I have this Word open. Let me just close it. Don't save. Yeah, so take a look at those. See, this is a PDF version of it. Doesn't matter. It walks you through. Most of you guys can figure this out without reading it. Basically, it tells you how to install it and what packages do you need in this IDE to get it going. This is good for your last project. I'm going to talk about it. If you have it already, I have both of them here. Visual Studio 17 and 19. You guys probably using 19 though. So that is that. What you want to do, there is Visual Studio installer. Basically, it gets you to this page. That's what it's all about. So let me just minimize that. Here we go. You see, this is the page, if I'm not mistaken, and it says here we go. So this is the packages unit. It's pretty straightforward. Follow the hyperlink. This is what you need for this course. So if you are interested into the .NET desktop environment or Python, even Node.js, Azure is pretty popular these days. These are the different packages. Do not install all of them. It's become pretty heavy, pretty easy. All right. Like if you're a game developer, Unity is pretty popular. Couple of games I know that they basically design using Unity, but we want that for this course. We don't have any heavy coding or anything here. It's mostly about project management. I'm gonna talk about it when it gets to the time, but I have both of them because I have to have both. Anyways, I'm using the C sharp. For the C sharp, I use in 2017, and for C and C++, I use 2019. Anyway, so this is the document walkthrough. Basically, the activity is pretty straightforward. Is a document here. I'm trying to open that as we speak. Here we go. So you have to answer a couple of these questions by Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So you have 2 days to finish this. This guy here, you follow the instruction and answer those questions. If this link doesn't open, let's see it does or not, you have to unzip it first. And then it will basically, the link opens by double clicking it. I did not unzip it, so we're just gonna go manually find it. Here we go. So this is the PDF. So if it doesn't open, do not panic. So this is basically a little bit of history of the document. It's a summary. I have to change that. Doesn't matter. So it walk you through how to upload things basically, and they have the questionnaire of some sort. So the question is there, and then you answer them accordingly. So it's okay. What's the extension of that, right? How to change it, all that, and basically that tells you to move and copy the code into the environment and the drives. It's pretty straightforward. Just follow through that, and you'll be fine. Okay, so tells you how to back it up on cloud. So you guys have Office 365 as a part of your tuition. If you don't know how to download that, is in your mail, right? I think, here we go. Here you can go and download the Office 365. Your Seneca mail, you log in, and then all the softwares you need, it's there, right? So you can always download that, install the Office right there for free, or it's part of your tuition basically. Get a hold of it if you have a cracked version of the software, or some sort of non-updated version, like the old one. Use this. It's really helpful. Okay, so get this done. So this is already open. If you miss it, that's fine. You can miss a couple of those till end of the semester. Not a big deal. We waived some of them, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so let's see what else is left. So take a look at this. This is a walkthrough. Andre actually walking you through this. I think he sent me an updated version of this. I'm just gonna do that. Let me see. So make sure you get the most updated version, and then you're good. I'm gonna exit the preview. So that's that. Read it. Just exit. All right. So the first week is all about installing the Visual Studio, running some commands, and answer some questions. Let me just go through the first week. Here we go. Just gonna change that a zip file right there. Where is it? So make sure, and this is for your quiz, how to prepare for your next week quiz. So we're gonna have a quiz right at the beginning of the next week. All right. This course, there's always something going on. There we go. That's a link. Maybe I can just change the hyperlink here. All right. Oh, crap. There we go. So I put the URL here instead and save it. I think we don't need that, but just in case, I keep the second one anyways. All right. So that's pretty much it. Enjoy your last day before the college starts. It's gonna be a lot of work going on with different courses. We are here to help, so hopefully this video help you and give you a little bit of sense of what you do. See you next. One thing before I go, the deadline for this is always 2 calendar days after the actual class time. So the course information is really where you want to take a look, see what's going on. So this is the week 1 stuff. That is called about course intro and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about course intro a little bit more in short next week, but these are the things you got to do if you don't want to fall behind our schedule. The project is time consuming and it's group work and it's online, so I'd rather not spending that time wasting that time with the intro. So you guys do the self study here. Your assignment is 5% and that's 4%. Again, remember that we just take the best 8 quizzes, and I think that there's 9 activities if I'm not mistaken. So this is what you want to know. 2 days after the class, so today is Monday, we have no class, but we assume we did. You do self-study. 2 days by 23:59, you have to submit that work you've done online, and there's a video and document walk you through it, and the quiz will be on at the end of the day by Friday. So he's answered. Oh, the answers shows that. So we do the quiz first thing in the class next week on Monday about what you study. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Pay attention to those. One more time. I entered the student preview mode. So that's what you see. You have that. You have this. I'm gonna post a video momentarily. All the information is here. You can take a look. And so course information, read that, see what's going on every week. This is a study week. Plan your semester ahead, and also read the first week material. So you go to the course document and it's here, read those. This is the activity, do it, upload it here. You basically click here and you upload your work here. You can upload multiple documents. I suggest to upload one. Read these. Reading is the key. There's a walkthrough videos. There is a lot of good information to get you going through this self-study as you're supposed to. This is about the quizzes. Get it done before next week. There's a academic integrity quiz that you're going to take, and there's a tryout to make sure you understand what's going on. So get that done, and see you next week. There's no quizzes yet. There's a practice quiz, so get you going what's going on, and these has to be done in order to see the first quiz that we're gonna have next week. So please get this done. All right.